Bye.
Did you start?
No. You can just say whatever right now. It's not public record yet.
That's not true. That's
I have information.
So you're trying to trap me so that you don't edit out the crappy stuff and make me look bad.
No, entrapment's illegal.
I don't think so.
It is.
But you're not.
Via the police.
I'm sorry you had to find out this way. This is a bust. I'm the thought police, and everything you've ever said is forfeit.
Yeah, you recorded. Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, you haven't started this in a long time.
You're right.
Go ahead. Do an intro.
It's too late. You already started.
Do an intro.
You said the first word.
Do an intro.
Like what?
Do an intro.
Help me. I haven't done it in a while. I need some
I don't
help.
care. Do an intro.
Okay, how do I start?
I don't know. Use those. What's the skills?
Zach, help me out. How do I start
Don't
this
help
show?
him. Don't you dare help him.
Help me out, Zach.
Don't help
Please,
him.
I'm begging.
I was going to go into my podcasting voice.
I need
What's-
help.
What's your podcasting voice? Now I'm interested. You had me.
Oh, I'm probably gonna screw it up now that you guys have asked me. Now both of you are staring at me. and
Zach,
making me feel
give me your
awkward.
voice.
Let me see your war face.
It's the
Give
voice.
me your podcasting voice.
It's the voice I do when you guys ask me to do the intro. I try to make it as smooth as possible, and this is it.
Like a smooth
So
jazz
welcome.
musician.
To Pop Culture Unboxing, where Matt, Ryan, and I try to do something that's entertaining but fail miserably.
Let's get right.
Cue the music.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't even
It already
remember. I don't
happened.
even remember.
Oh, it already
I have a question.
What question is that?
Who's I?
I is Zach.
Thank you.
No further questions.
Yeah, no further questions.
Hey.
Thank
You
you.
sound like the prosecution.
Hey,
Oh,
by
no,
the
I'll
way,
be good.
I know that we never agreed to this before recording. Are we taking a week break to
I don't know.
prepare for extended Christmas episode?
I am
We
at,
can if you want.
I am at your mercies. I will do an
I feel like-
episode all by myself and talk nothing but pop culture.
I believe you.
We should test that.
Yeah, we should.
All right, next episode's just Zach by himself.
If I have a recording in my inbox, that next weekend I will edit it and post it as Pop Culture Unboxing.
Did you
got
say
it.
you were drinking Maker's Mark?
Yeah.
Do we have Maker's Mark here?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Oh no, you got Woodford Reserve. Sorry.
That's I was gonna say. I was like, when did we have Maker's Mark? I don't like Maker's Mark.
I knew which one it was. I must have just said the wrong name.
I didn't try that yet.
Woodford Reserve is
I
Maker's
identify
Mark for people who
alcohol
don't
by the
want
bottle, not the name.
red wax all over their floor.
Wait, say again?
Oh, excuse me.
Woodford Reserve is Maker's Mark for people who don't want red wax all over the place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. I thought you said
Put
red
that cookie
racks all over the
down.
floor. I was like, what?
Aw, poor baby.
Oh, poor baby. I
Sheesh.
love Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
What are we quoting, Ryan?
I don't know. What do we quote? What's the superhero?
Iron Man.
Terminator?
Is it Iron Man? Oh, it is red and gold, so I guess technically it's Iron Man. But I don't think so. You don't see his
Captain
very
America.
chiseled bottom jaw,
It's true.
The
That's the
Crimson
real
Chin?
oversight, actually.
right? What's his name? It's Turbo Time.
Turbo Time. Is that his name?
That's what he says. It's Turbo Time.
Yeah, he
before he
does.
flies off. It's
You
Turbo
can always
Man.
count on me.
Yep,
Turboman.
It's Turboman.
Turboman.
It sounds like a bad turtle spinoff. It's the fifth Ninja Turtle, Turboman.
Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, the orange one, and Turboman,
Michelangelo is the orange one.
the purple one.
That's Donatello.
That's how
The
that's
green
how
one.
That's how unmemorable he is.
They're all.
Wait, I do have this. Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and
Michelangelo.
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa. Rembrandt.
No, okay, well, no.
Well,
What is it?
It's Michelangelo.
Yeah.
The orange one. He's a total party dude.
No, he's the red one.
No. the
That's
orange
Or
Raphael.
no, yeah, Raphael. I like Raphael. He's my favorite Ninja
Raphael's
Turtle.
is cool but rude.
Yeah.
Donatello does machines.
purple.
Yes.
Yes, he's purple.
And Leonardo leads.
It's Leonardo, like
Oh, yeah.
DiCaprio of
Yeah.
fame. Of Titanic fame.
You got Mona Lisa. You're like, okay.
You like how
Love it.
I went from Mona Lisa to Rembrandt?
They're actually, to be honest with you, my favorite rap battles of history is
The Ninja Turtles versus
That
the
one is
artist.
yeah,
really good.
yeah.
That played in the car when we were on our way to the cigar bar that last
Oh,
weekend.
it's so great. I love it.
I saw it pop up on your thing, and you were talking to me, and I was just
The
like,
Superman and Goku one was really good.
I don't remember that one.
Oddly enough, the very first Darth Vader versus Hitler is great. The other two are forced. The first one was priceless.
I think the Steve Jobs versus
oh yeah,
Bill Gates is really good.
Dude,
when that plays on my radio all the way up. I'm that meme when you turn it up and start dancing.
it's super dense. It's one of those
Love
things where
that
like
movie.
literally every sentence is
Doesn't
a joke.
even they
It's
don't
not even a
wait
setup.
for the intro to end, and Steve Jobs just comes in. Let me step right in. I got things
Who
to
does
advance.
Stephen Hawking do? Einstein?
Stephen Hawking. I don't remember. Stephen Hawking versus. See, I didn't follow it for very long.
I used to watch all of them back in the day.
That one has my favorite line, which is there are 10 million particles in the universe. And
yeah, that's Stephen
Your
Hawking.
mama took all the ugly ones and put them into one nerd.
Right,
That
that's
one
what
was
it
my
is.
favorite
Yeah,
one.
but who did he rap battle
Yeah,
with?
Stephen Hawking versus Einstein.
It was Einstein?
Was it
Okay.
Einstein?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, they were so good.
And I think at
Oh.
one point Einstein makes a comment about the brief history of time.
I like
Brief history of the universe. What's the one that Hawking wrote?
I'm not sure.
He's dead. He was in Star Trek. Twice. Once.
when I ended the show or when I stopped watching was was one of the last episodes when the creators just played themselves. Nice Peter and Lloyd just like actually rapped against each other. Was fire just having them insult each
Remember
other.
all the spin on? Like anytime any big YouTube thing became famous, all the people ripping it off.
Oh yeah, oh my god, I'll have to show it to you. I'll have to help try to find it. There was a kid who did epic rap battles with history, like his own, but it's like the worst. I put it on my watch later list. I kept that and I sent it to Phil, our old boss. I like slacked it over to him. It's like, here you go.
Incredible.
Out of context, just here you go.
That reminds me of something. This is before Uber, actually, because none of us work there anymore. It was at a company where we did cell phone towers, and there was this one person there that it wasn't Slack. It was like just an IM.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would do is I would either through emails or through the messaging app, I would send a GIF of a badly animated everyone get on the floor, everybody walk the dinosaur GIF. And my goal was to send that to her and get her to open it without her realizing what it was until she opened it. I got really good at that. Disguising the link as something different or sneaking it in when I had a legitimate thing to send over.
That's
and just
funny.
sneaking it in, then getting a God damn it, Matt.
It's always fun when you can get little good things in there.
Yeah.
Greg Heffley versus Anne Frank. That's what it's called.
Yikes. Okay. That's a choice. That's a choice.
It's some kid made his own rap. It's so bad.
Do you want to go back to the Arnold Schwarzenegger thing we were talking about?
The what?
Jingle All The Way.
Honestly, since we started watching YouTube videos of old people falling over, I can't really stop looking at YouTube right now.
Stop it,
I'm
Ryan.
on YouTube.
The algorithm has grabbed you.
Put that
forever
cookie
He has been
down.
algoed.
I wish,
What a
Oh,
weird
Lord.
movie.
yeah, Jingle All The Way.
Classic on
Jingle.
Disney Plus and Amazon Prime and Hulu and others.
I think we watched it on Hulu, but I don't know.
I checked all of them. They were all so okay. For our listeners, we're continuing a conversation that started before the show, where I came to the realization last night that the hit Christmas film Jingle All the Way, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jake Lloyd of Star Wars fame, has an extended edition.
Which I must have had as a kid on VHS because the one I had every scene from the movie I watched. But I don't know where
The
we
one
watched
we watched it at your house last weekend,
Right, I
was the
don't-
extended edition.
Yeah, I don't know where we watched it though.
Yeah,
I thought it was Hulu.
it wasn't.
But it
'cause
wasn't.
The Hulu's not the extended edition.
Did Robin put it on? Or did you put it on? You just don't remember which one you used.
Oh, I know where we watched it.
Where?
We watched it on Plex.
Oh,
Her friend's boyfriend owns like a Plex server, and he like when he got rid of his VHSs, he like transferred all those movies over. So that's
what it was.
That's where we watched
That's why I couldn't find the extended. I
because
don't
I
think
remember-
the extended edition is available for streaming.
Because remember,
took
there
me
were
a second.
there were a bunch of Christmas movies that we watched. Like we watched The Grinch Stole Christmas or whatever. We watched a Christmas movie before that came on.
Yeah.
That would have been Plex.
It took me a second because when you said, I missed, my brain decided not to work. And when you said boyfriend in that sentence, I was like, Robin doesn't have a boyfriend anymore.
Oh yeah, I guess.
There it is.
Yeah. Do you want to say the news?
No, you say the news. It's your news.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm engaged now.
Congratulations, Ryan.
I'm getting married.
Knew you could do it.
I'm getting married.
Did you say Robin?
Very, very
I said
soon.
Ryan.
Oh, I thought you said congratulations, Robin. I was going
And
to say
as Zach
condolences.
said earlier, we have now confirmed
Getting married in
that Ryan does not have the gay.
We still haven't been able to roll out bi.
Can
but
I just
exactly.
say? Can I say something?
Yes.
You told me a long time ago.
Yeah.
When we first did this show, like I really want this to be a kid show, and you have slowly just like we have a ratings bar of what we're rated PG-13. You've been slowly pushing that up, but anytime I swear, you get all mad.
I don't
at me.
swear though.
But you get mad at me because I pushed the bar far. I'm just trying to get us there.
You're just not as good at the Overton window game as I am.
Anyway, I'm getting engaged in a year.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Wait,
no.
you're getting engaged in a year?
I'm engaged. I'm getting married in a month.
Congratulations, Ryan.
I'm
You've made it.
Gonna get an elope and then do the other stuff because we realized buying a house and doing a wedding is too expensive, and I am poor.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, so we're not gonna do it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everyone that needed to know, like right then and now, knows. So now all the listeners know. So
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Ryan.
I'll
did you
want
tell
to
anyone
believe
in your
in you.
Did you tell your dad or anybody?
I mentioned it to my dad this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What did he
Oh,
say?
you don't understand. When you sent me a message,
Congratulations or something to that
Oh, yeah.
effect.
when you sent me the message and said, "So I'm engaged," I looked at Case and went, "Ryan did it." And she goes, "Can I message Robin?" I was like, "Let me ask Ryan first."
See,
It's like
you are not.
and my wife about popped
Bro.
waiting to message Robin to be so excited about
First
it.
off, do you want to know how, we've never had any news. I've never given any news in my life to people that had such a mixed, had such mixed emotions and reactions to it. First, you said, I did it. So you told her, so here's the thing. You told your wife, I got engaged to Robin. So then she immediately thought, can I tell Robin? Can I text Robin and tell her?
She was like,
You're engaged to Ryan. Congratulations.
well, she was like, "Can I message her and say something now?" Because
Somebody else did that to me.
Did
We
she?
said it. I said it to Ryan Kelly, my soon-to-be brother-in-law. I said to him, "It's like, hey, I'm engaged. We're going to be officially related. I'm engaged to Robin now." And he's like, "Can Megan talk to you? Can Megan call Robin?" Like, what? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, she knows.
Well,
it's not like I put the ring around her finger and said, "Guess what? You're married to me."
Well,
Can't
here's
wait
the
to
thing.
tell her.
and the reason why I did it that way, I didn't know if you did something. So it's one of those things where it's like, message her tomorrow, let them have their night, they're all excited. Or if it was one of those things where it's like, if you didn't care, I was just just go ahead and message her.
We're not even
She
supposed
didn't wait
to.
for you to respond either.
I know
was
she.
like-
I know she did because you sent me that text, and I was in the middle of typing back a response to tell you, he's like, "Yeah, I don't care." And immediately Robin's like, "Casey just texted me. She said congratulations." Like, why are you asking me that?
My wife does this to me all the time.
That's so. But
She gets so excited.
I'm very appreciative of all the thanks. But people's reaction to it has been nothing. Has been positive or been very why?
Why?
Very puzzled why? Because
I know that. Wait,
Now,
can I
listen.
guess the one question that people might ask more politely?
What?
Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Ew. Okay.
That's the one everyone asks about marriage.
Okay. Well, here's the here's the thing.
I don't know why you're getting milk, but okay.
I'll tell you when you're older.
I think
Really, you're not going to call that one out.
no.
Okay.
The person, a person, I'm trying to remember who all we told in the order and how the reactions went. One reaction said, because I asked her to marry me on a Monday. I think it would have been Monday, which was after Thanksgiving had already happened, and
Okay.
everyone was just like, "You did it over Thanksgiving?" Like, no, he just did it Monday. Like, who does it on a Monday? So it was like, people had that reaction. One other
great.
person said, did he do something special? Did he get down on one knee? Was it a surprise? And she's like, nah. She's next to chicken patties and French fries. So it's just, she kept telling people how I did it, and the more and more I heard her tell people how I asked her to marry me, I didn't get on one knee. I didn't even give her the ring. I just told her I bought you I bought you a wedding band. That's also, I didn't buy an engagement ring. I bought a wedding band.
Straight
Economical.
to it.
But yeah, so and as she's telling people, he's like, "Oh yeah, we were sitting next to the air fryer in the kitchen. It was chicken patties and French fries, and he just told me." And I was like, and the more she told it, the more I heard in my brain, like, "Oh, I see why people are upset. I see why people care."
Okay, do you want a dissenting opinion there?
Sure.
My parents' engagement was my dad looking over at my mom and saying, "Want to get hitched?"
Yeah, that's how Zach and his wife did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted to do.
I think
hold
it's
on,
the key.
I think mine. I think I come in slightly
actually-
better.
If me saying that then makes it look like I'm expecting Cole and Angie, because they had a big special thing where he got down on one knee and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
Yeah, but he's lame.
You're gonna stick with that.
No.
You sure? You don't want to walk
kidding.
that back?
Oh,
He
no.
he listens to our show religiously.
Does he?
It's Tuesday morning while
can't
you're
wait
listening to
for-
this, Cole. I appreciate you.
I cannot wait. It'll be Monday morning. I can't.
Monday morning.
I cannot wait for the Twitter message from Cole now. So I can't wait. Can't wait. But I did that, and the worst part about it is the reason I told her is because everything I had planned to do the engagement all broke. It was all failing. So I was just like, I can't handle the stress. I'm just gonna tell her. Like, I can't handle this weight on my shoulders anymore.
I love that the way that you say it. It sounds like you just showed up and said, "Robin, we're getting married," and she was like, "Okay."
I kind of did. She had just gone.
Here, okay, to be fair though, I feel like in most cases, like when couples who are actually meant for each other get married, they kind of know it's coming.
She said that she
like
was
the
surprised.
proposal is not a surprise. The only surprise is when it happens, not whether or not it is happening.
She said she was surprised that I didn't wait 6 or 7 years. She was really on the fence. She was like, I'm pretty sure he's going to wait till he forgot that he's supposed to get married.
You're gonna wait till you're getting your last rites in your deathbed.
You'd be like, oh, hey, we should get hitched.
Well, we got a priest here.
Wow, we got a priest.
Can we get a discount for like multiple sacraments at once?
But the thing is, like, it all failed. And I think the worst part
Thank
of
you,
it,
Zach.
and I love it. I told her, and like, she asked if I was mad. And I was like, no, I'm not mad. I don't care.
You're not mad. You're right.
She didn't like it. She didn't like the wedding band, and for understandable reasons, it like cut her fingers and stuff. I was just like, wow, this thing sucks. Why did I? Like, I was disappointed in it. So we actually bought a combination. I bought a engagement ring and a wedding band at the same time, and we're just gonna get mine whenever.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Congratulations.
yes, I'm engaged. Thanks, man.
I'll shake your hand.
Thanks, man.
For
She
a
was like,
handshake.
"Who's gonna be?"
Zach,
Your...
shake his hand.
It has been shook.
There we go.
She did ask me, like, if we're gonna have like an actual like wedding thing, who's gonna be your best man? I was just like, I don't know why. She's just like, well, you got to pick, right? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what's the big deal? If I tell either one, I'm gonna probably. And I said to her, like, what probably is gonna happen is we're all gonna be sitting in a room together. Like, hey, which one of you wants to be best man? Dibs. Nose goes. Like,
Wait, does that mean whoever touches their nose doesn't have to be best man?
Whoever touches their nose last doesn't have to be best man. But no, what I was saying is, like, she was.
I feel like we shouldn't let him off that easy.
She was saying that like.
Why can't we both be best man?
We should.
I mean, you could. I don't care.
One on each side of you, like bodyguards.
Yes.
Oh, we'll give you sunglasses
Yeah.
and earpieces.
We'll just Men in Black it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, so the thing that I said to her,
I'll be
like,
K if you want to be J.
You got it.
What I said to you can't do that.
Why?
you can't.
Why not?
I don't know, man. You're just not supposed to do it.
Why not?
Well, you're white.
You're
both
he's
white.
bald, and I look just like Will
I thought
Smith.
Jay was. I thought
Do
Will
you look
Smith.
like Will Smith?
Wait, I thought Will
You
Smith.
sure?
No, K is what's his name, right? Not Will Smith.
I thought Kay was the old white guy.
Yeah, Kay's the old white guy.
Yeah, so you can be the black man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I look just like Will Smith.
Just forget it.
Will Smith don't got a
Is that what you're gonna do if
records?
If you guys decide the wedding that you shouldn't be married, you're gonna just hold the thing up, be like, you forgot he engaged you, and then run, carry me out.
Do you know what that thing's called?
No. The scrambler, brain scrambler, eye scrambler,
Neuralizer.
neuralizer.
I don't know why I remember that.
But the reason I wasn't worried about asking you two, one, she was like, well, aren't they going to be upset if you pick one or the other? I was like, you don't understand. Our friend Drew asked two of them to be the best man, and they couldn't even be bothered to show up. So
Yeah, I still feel a little bad about that one.
I don't know.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, I don't know about you, honey, but I'm pretty sure Matt and Zach are not going to give a crap.
To be fair, Zach wasn't one of those people in that exchange.
Right, but I'm just saying, it's like, Drew has two of his friends over me, who used to be his roommate and best friend, to be his best man, and they couldn't even show
Yeah,
up.
we weren't gonna be. It wasn't best man. It was just groomsman.
That's so funny.
Because I remember you said to us on the way to Tennessee, you're like, Drew asked us to be like his groomsman and our best man stuff, and so I was like, does that mean I have to go to stuff? I'm like, yeah, that's what you have to do. I was like, I gotta do it.
I feel bad, but also like
Oh,
can't be
that's funny.
bothered.
Monarch butterfly, man.
Dude, I was actually part of
right.
a wedding where
You're right. I'll
was-
tell you that story later because I don't know if I did or not.
But I was part of a wedding where I was at work. I was working for GE as like an assembler, and I was putting some stuff together. And this guy comes over to me, and like we had like a couple conversations together. And he looks at me and goes, "Hey, would you want to be in my wedding?" And I was like, I was just kind of like, I mean, yeah, sure. If you need someone, I'll jump in. What's going on? He goes, I'm marrying an only child, and she has like 8 people in her wedding party, and I only have like 2. So like I was like,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
man, I'll go. So I ended up like 3 of the people that he asked ended up not showing up. Multiple guys had to go with 2 girls down the aisle the whole time.
And
But
they
it
were
was-
smiling the whole
I
way.
feel, I fail to
It
see the
was-
issue here.
It was a wonderful wedding, but I thought it was the most hilarious thing in the world because he comes up to me and like we'd only had like 3 or 4 conversations. He's like, "Do you want to be in my wedding?" And I was
Okay,
like,
but
yeah,
to
man.
be fair, that's got the same energy as me and Ryan. Our friendship blooming
What do you mean?
"Oh yeah,
with our Chicago trip,
Oh,
where we
well.
barely knew each other,
Oh, that's true.
and you just agreed to go to Chicago with some random dude.
For a band that I actually didn't know about.
Yeah.
Because you asked me, like, do you like metal music? I was like, sure. I've never listened to any metal in my life. It's like, yeah, I do. Why? You're like,
How badly were you hurting for friends at that point in your life?
I actually didn't want anybody around me.
So yes, okay. And I broke through that shell, and here we are, 108 episodes later, 122
Just think,
if you count.
Drew was my like, to look at our friendship. Does he listen?
I don't know.
I
I
don't know
don't
if he
think
does.
so.
Hey, Drew, if you do. But we used
Drew,
to.
I'm sorry. I'll be in your next wedding. Okay.
you do."
Oh boy,
Wow, that's assuming a lot. 1, that he's getting divorced, and 2, that he'll find someone else.
that's not necessarily assuming divorce.
No, it doesn't mean
That's, that's assuming a
I
lot.
don't know.
country.
That's assuming a lot
polygamy
of
is
things,
allowed.
man. He could get married to 2 people.
I think it's more
or
It'd
one
be more
could
correct to
die.
state that polygamy isn't illegal.
Well, I do. Well,
Those are 2 different things.
Right.
so if
It's
his
just frowned upon by God.
well, I'll be good on this podcast.
So I assume we're done talking about Jingle All The Way.
Oh yeah.
No, I want to talk about Jingle All The Way. It's just
Okay.
we didn't talk about it. It's just
Congratulations on your engagement.
I don't know.
I don't think your way of asking was as bad as people are making it look.
people are just
Oh, no.
disappointed. It was just
They're
like,
just jealous.
well, I think it was just parents like they had like different opinions of how their little girl would get married, and here Ryan comes in to screw that dream up. I just basically stepped on that imagination. It just said, "Here's real life,
It's
people."
still better than what I did to my wife.
Not
To
really.
your wife?
Yeah, we were just
Oh, see,
I'm sorry.
Again, who's the abusive one?
Yeah.
we were just sitting on the couch. I looked over and I said, "Do you want to get this over with?" And she like looked at me like, "What?"
Speaking of
I
abusive,
don't know if you've told that story in this podcast before.
I might not have. But
you want
that was-
to? Go ahead.
I mean,
That was the story it
how's it-
sounded
that,
like.
that was it. Like,
How's it feel to be single, man?
Huh?
How's it feel to be single, man? As
Cheap.
two too cheap.
It's cheap.
It's probably cheap.
see,
I
the thing
see
is,
that.
when you get married,
And I'm not
things
beholden to
actually
anyone
get
else's schedule.
less expensive.
What?
I said, when you get married, things get less expensive.
I know that's
I-
true.
because now you have 2 incomes.
I don't know. Maybe I'll find some girl that I can trick into.
I don't
buying
know,
me.
man. I've been with Robin
Cool.
for like 2.5 years now. Actually 2.5 years. Next month.
Here's the problem: is that if I find a girl that's interested in me, I don't know if I could in good conscience date her because her taste would be so bad. And I have some issues with it.
I agree. You should stay single.
It's
like, listen, if you're picking me, I know you don't make good decisions.
Exactly. I have to question her decision-making skills if she's picking me.
But you say things get cheaper because you have two incomes, but technically they don't. I don't know about you, but the gas prices are still going up. They have not went
did you
down
guys-
since I
not
started
this.
dating.
Did you
somebody.
guys get the chart that I sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jingle All The Way. Let's
Oh,
talk about it.
it's
Speaking
so
of abusive
funny.
relationships, Arnold can't be bothered to go spend time with his kids.
No.
Love it.
How did that little beta boy Jake Lloyd come out of Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I don't know. I feel like it was bad casting. I expect like
Yeah.
a kid on roids to come out.
Yeah, they should have
out
just
of
had
that.
Arnold Schwarzenegger play his own son.
like twins.
Yeah.
Like,
When they cast, I expect it to be like Brock Lesnar and his daughter. Have you guys ever seen that?
Brock Lesnar and his daughter.
Yeah, literally look up Brock Lesnar and his daughter. We can put it in the show notes. It is literally like you took Brock
You mean
Lesnar's face.
we?
Well, you can put it in the show notes. But if
I hate how I typed Brock Lesnar and it put daughter next to it.
They know.
it's the funniest thing in the world because it's literally like they took Brock Lesnar's
Oh,
face and
this
just
is
put it
rough.
on a female's body.
I did not expect that.
It is. I mean, they are exact. That man's
Yikes.
genes are
Oh,
so
my.
strong. It was just like his face is just transposed.
That's. Is that good or bad for her?
I can't look at that anymore. Zach, what have you done to me?
I have made you a slightly more informed person.
It's just, man,
I don't want to make fun of people based on their appearance.
makeup exists.
Because, do unto others and all that.
Why? I make fun of my appearance all the time.
Other people better not do what I do.
That's
to others.
fair. But she's not
I'm
you.
fat. I smell bad. My hair sucks. It's falling out.
Same.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to participate in
I'm
that
pretty
club.
sure.
I have good self-image.
As
I'm
I've
good.
said before, if I lost even a toe, I'd probably end my life right then. and
Yeah, we
there.
did discover that.
Yeah.
No, I thought we made it past the toes.
How far?
Oh, you know what sucks? Lost in Space.
Do you want to do it again? Do you want to try to figure out how
No,
far?
I think we were good the last time.
What?
Lost in Space, season 3 just came out. Still sucks.
Why does it have a season 3 then?
Why did
It's the
wait,
last season.
If the first 2 seasons sucked, why did you expect the third season to be better?
Netflix.
Oh,
Yeah, but
again,
nothing
I
good
think
comes from
this
Netflix.
says more about you than it does the show.
I think you're just a bad judge of shows.
No, you should watch it.
No.
Did you
Suffer
ever
with me.
Did
I
you
don't
ever
know
see
when
what
I'm
they
gonna
did
die.
to
I don't know how much time I
Designated
have
Survivor?
left.
What?
Did you ever see what Netflix did to Designated Survivor?
No.
What is Designated Survivor?
Oh, it's a great show. So if you ever watch 24, it's like 24. So
I like the first 3 seasons of 24.
yeah. So
I like how we keep talking about Jingle All The Way. We stick for like 2 lines and then we go to the next
one.
away from it.
Is there just nothing
We
to say
all
about Jingle
love
All
this
the Way?
movie and you seem to not want to talk about it.
the show notes just needs to say nothing but Jingle All the Way.
It's
and
just the picture of Arnold's face. Just
Perfect.
So Kiefer Sutherland is in the presidential cabinet. Someone blows up Congress during the speech. He now becomes president because he's the designated survivor. First 2 seasons are great. Netflix buys it for the 3rd season. You might as well have taken a shotgun and just blown the
Is it
head
like
right
House of
off that
Cards?
series.
Isn't House of Cards bad now?
Well, House of Cards, I never watched that. I don't know.
Me either.
I heard it was really good.
I heard it was too, and then what's his name? Diddled Kids.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Kevin Spacey,
Ew.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin's what?
Yeah. That's,
I feel like
that's the
I'm
whole
s-
thing.
Wait a minute. Have we had this conversation? before?
I feel like we
Weirdly
have.
enough, I'm getting deja vu, but I didn't know that.
So remember my conversation about Chicken Cannon Restaurant?
Oh God, here we go. Yep.
Okay. I had another.
Still no
I had
Jingle
another.
All The Way.
I had another chicken restaurant question,
Hi, May.
and I hope you guys appreciate that I'm so hell bent on making a chicken restaurant a thing. So you go to restaurants, right? When you go to some of them, in fact, it was featured heavily in the movie Venom, starring Tom Hardy, where they have tanks full of lobsters and fish and stuff, and you can choose from them, and they'll kill it and cook it for you right on site.
Yes.
Why don't they do it with chickens?
Because that's a lot of time. Lobsters are a lot easier. You just drop them in the
Because
pot and
chickens
go.
will drown stupid. I'm sorry.
No further questions.
That one
I'm
covered
sorry.
it.
That was really good.
Oh, that's almost as good as correct.
I'm so sorry.
I have another thing. So we're going to see Spider-Man, right? in
Yeah,
2 weeks,
okay.
2 or 3 weeks, right?
We can't stick to anything on this episode. Jeez.
I am rubber. You are glue. Things
Welcome
bounce
to-
off me and stick to you.
Welcome to the derailed episode.
So,
So
first
every
of all,
episode.
Spider-Man, No Way Home. Yeah, No Way Home
Have you seen any of the TV spots?
has sold a lot of tickets. People are, according to Zach.
Yes.
According to Zach.
Yes.
All
right.
Okay.
They're-
Oh,
He's
you're
asking
prompting
you to
me.
explain it.
Oh, normally I don't get enough time to really say anything, so I just kind of like keep
Oh,
it
the
short.
show is such garbage.
But no, yeah, there was an article I was reading that they were selling for like 20 to 25,000 a piece because people want to get there before they get spoiled.
Yep. So
I'm gonna see what the
it turns
latest
out
price
that
is.
Spider-Man is a lot of people want to go see it.
Yeah.
It made the most money of any ticket pre-sale ever.
Is
like,
it really
by
sold
doubling
out? Because the last time I
Shang-Chi.
looked, there's still like seats open at our
Maybe. So here's my question. You can pre-order tickets for movies, right?
Mhm.
Why can't you
No
pre-order
way.
your snacks
You
and
can.
just have them ready to go?
We can.
You can?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love the future.
No further questions.
No further questions. We're just one and out on all those.
Early viewing December 16th, Concord North, $7,500 for tickets.
Wow.
But these are all in California. Everything's expensive in California. Oh, there's a bid for 2 Spider-Man No Way Home IMAX tickets at the AMC Lincoln Square, New York City for $152 right now.
Wow.
Is this movie really that sold out? Hang on.
I
I'm
think
gonna
it
go look.
is. So
When you
I think we appreciate having tickets.
I was gonna say when you tease that you're gonna actually bring in Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, they're gonna go like
Well, I
no
figured
tomorrow.
people were going to go, but are people really that excited they're going to spend like ridiculous amounts of money?
Oh, did you guys see the video with Kevin Feige and it was somebody else that was talking about the future of Spider-Man in the MCU? And she's like, "Yeah, we're setting up for the next trilogy." And you could just like look at Kevin Feige's face, and he's like,
That
"You
was-
weren't supposed to say that."
Oh, really?
It's
No,
so-
that
I
was-
saw, I
because
saw
he
all
just-
the headlines.
He
that-
kind of
The-
smiles a little bit and stares forward.
If it's the one you're talking about, I think that was back when Spider-Man No Way or Far From Home was coming out. That was like when they
oh, is
announced
it not
that
the
they
same time?
I mean,
That was when they announced that they're
well,
gonna
now
do a
I feel
Spider-Man
these
trilogy.
movies
Feel
make so
stupid.
much money. There was not a chance they were letting this cash cow go.
Oh no. Well, and Spider-Man might be the only series that you can keep
Oh,
away
guys,
from
we
the
can't-
MCU and keep it going.
Jeez.
What?
This is sold out everywhere.
That was exactly what Zach was saying.
So the question.
It really is sold
Question:
out.
If we have 3 tickets
Look at
and
that.
you could sell it for
Sold out.
20 grand a
but
piece,
all the good seats are sold out. Our seats, the ones that we got in the morning I woke up and I had you guys' text messages, like they weren't the best seats they weren't the straight middle seats I like. I tried to get us in the back for later, but I was like, I want to record this episode right after this movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wanted to. So I bought the best I could find for what we could get, and we still got pretty good seats. But
yeah.
we're the 18th,
when I-
right?
by the
So
time,
what you're saying is
by the time I got them, and I think it was 6:30 is when I started buying my tickets.
In the morning.
Like, yeah, the
Yeah.
movies were like the seats were starting to sell out quick.
so what you're saying is in your email inbox right now, you have several $1,000s of equity in there right now.
No,
You've got $60,000 to $75,000 worth of tickets in your email
Spider-Man
that we could sell and fund this podcast forever because we don't put a lot of effort in it.
Yeah, but
I want to see this movie.
yeah, we have 3 tickets for December 18th at 7 p.m.
When does the movie actually come out? That is a good question for our audience to know.
16th, mid 16th.
So we've got to spend 2 days off the internet.
Yes.
Well, I already failed.
No, it's not 2 days anytime. It's those specific 2 days.
Bro, this movie. I'm gonna let this movie be spoiled for me. I don't care.
I want to avoid it.
I'm gonna do my
I'm
best.
still annoyed that I got the time travel spoiled for me in Endgame.
Well, I don't. To me, I like if someone comes back and says, "Hey, they were actually in the movie." That's to me, that's not spoiling. I expect that.
I'm
Like,
gonna do my best to avoid them, but I feel like it's gonna happen either way. I feel like
the memes
especially
will flow.
our Hot Toys right now on Reddit is losing their mind because we're thinking we're gonna get a re-release of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and of the Hot Toy of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. But I didn't because right now you can buy them, but they're like $600, $700. They've been that way for a while.
Yeah.
So a third party company is like, here you go. Here's 150. You can have Andrew Garfield's, but or not or Tobey. No, yeah, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Says I bought it. It was like $150. Yep, I'll do it. I don't care if it's third party. Goblin's third party up there.
True. Now you got to get a third party Ock.
The Ock. I was thinking about it. He's $450 right now because
Wow.
he sold out quick before the movie came.
Makes sense. I can't wait to see Stark Tech Ock arms.
Did you? That's why I asked you about the movie spots. Did you see like they basically in the movie spots, if you paste them together, they like show you the whole scene of when he like gets his the Tony Stark gear. And,
Oh.
yeah, because like
I think I'm gonna avoid any more unless it's a major trailer.
yeah, I'm pretty much done. I've already been.
It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks to go.
Yeah, I've already been spoiled. No, 1 week.
We're recording on Friday the 3rd. No, it's 2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
2 weeks
this
and a
Friday.
day.
Yeah,
I want these
this
2 weeks
Friday
to
is
be
the
over
10th.
so
Next
bad.
week will be.
I want to see this
Wait,
film.
is the 18th
so
Friday
bad.
night or Saturday night?
Saturday night.
Saturday night. Okay.
It was
If you have plans, they're being canceled. Like this movie's more important.
I told you, like you guys don't. I bought. It's
Yeah.
the same as any movie. If I want you guys to go, I'm
You
buying
think
the
I have
tickets, and
plans?
you're scheduling around it.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't
totally
care
acceptable.
if I buy the tickets like a day in advance. Like you're whatever you had planned. Nah, you got a date? Nope. Nope.
No,
Don't do
and
that.
that's understandable.
Because the one thing I don't want to do is have 3 tickets and you both not show up, and I look like one of those guys who just buys the tickets beside him so that no one sits next to him.
What a power move!
I
though.
am not doing that.
That would be awesome.
I did that once, and I was hated by all of it.
What about that one guy who, before Force Awakens came out, bought an entire theater's worth of tickets so he could see it alone?
Oh,
And he had a stack of the ticket stubs.
That's
I
a
would-
power move.
I
It
would,
really is.
I was gonna say maybe the theater would be mad about that, but I guess not. They still got the
No,
money.
they
don't care.
sold. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't
Same
care.
thing with the scalping. They don't
Well-
care. They sold their stock.
Well, yeah, with that, it's like, oh, I guess it's like the amount of people that won't come back on another day are small.
How
Yeah.
about the fact that
Like-
we are a year and a half and the scalping is so bad that you still can't buy? Like, there's still YouTubers who have like,
Well, to be fair, it's not just the scalping. It's all the supply chain stuff. It's all the boats sitting in ports that can't unload.
oh right,
Yeah, I was gonna say all of our products off in the Atlantic.
They don't think they're going to, the supply chain stuff's going to be fixed until 2023.
yeah.
So
Oh.
hope you weren't looking forward to a PlayStation in the next high school.
Hope you're not
The next high school.
the next high school.
Oh man.
No, I have come to the understanding that the world right now is so terrible, and I'm gonna take every happy moment I can.
Like Spider-Man?
Yeah. Also, marriage. That's
That's-
kind of higher than Spider-Man, but yes, Spider-Man.
But it's Spider-Man sooner, so
Yeah, that's true.
No, you can get married before that.
get married at Spider-Man.
I'm
Coward,
not-
you won't.
That would be good. I could wear actual Spider-Man costume, and she could wear
Yeah.
wear a Gwen Stacy costume.
Yeah.
and then we could actually
Why,
do
so
the
you
le-
can let
and
her
when
down
I say-
again?
I was just gonna say. So when we're about to say the I do's, we lift each other up, and then she just falls.
Yeah. And then you break her spine as a true showing of love. You try to
Love
save
it.
her, but you can't.
Right.
Oh.
I love you so much. I'm gonna make you wheelchair ridden for the rest of your life. Well, I guess in this case, dead.
Hey, Gwen Stacy, I see you like to wear costumes. How'd you like to look like Barbara Gordon?
Yeah, I like how Zach is still on the fence that like we're probably not going to see Andrew Garfield save Mary Jane, but we're definitely going to.
Oh no,
It is the only.
I've got the greatest theory. Andrew Garfield is gonna fail again, and
No.
then Venom is gonna save him.
Oh, and then Andrew Garfield kills himself out of guilt.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Let's
that's-
do it.
and that's-
I'm
and that's how
the
they-
Spider-Man.
and that's,
he
and
just
that's how
dives.
and that's how they prevent him from being in the next movie.
No. I did see someone say that they really do believe that depending how people's reaction are to like Andrew Garfield and them showing up in this film, because again they are.
Yeah,
They're
they
definitely
are.
showing up.
You're not Peter Parker was all the confirmation you needed.
Right. But a lot of people are saying like this is what people are really like crossing their fingers that we'll finally get Spider-Man 4 and Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
why?
like, see,
Why do you?
like,
Why?
Amazing
Why do you
Spider-Man,
want?
we never got to deal with his trauma from that.
No.
Let me see
There
that
was a-
angsty Andrew Garfield.
They had a deleted scene where his dad comes back to life and
That's
just
right.
meets him at a cemetery.
You mean Uncle Ben?
No, his dad.
What?
Do you remember in the Amazing Spider-Man where his dad and mom were like secret agents instead, and that's why they're like,
Oh, I don't
they're
remember
dead?
that.
Well, so that was the thing.
I
Well,
do
like,
have to say Andrew Garfield is the least memorable of all of them.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
agree.
true.
So here's the thing. I have to say,
Yeah.
when it comes to Andrew Garfield was a very accurate Spider-Man for like his quips and constant, and I do think his suit looked really cool. Like the second one, not the first one. The first one looked dumb, but the second one, like, it looked really good. But Tobey Maguire's is still a classic. But if I had to say between the three of which one I like the most, it probably would be. Well, no, yeah, it'd be the Amazing Spider-Man one, just because I love that costume. Tobey Maguire is a very strange Spider-Man, in my opinion. No, I mean, he deals with he's a good Peter Parker, just not a very good Spider-Man when you think about like his quips, unless you're playing the Amazing Spider-Man 2 or just Spider-Man 2, the PlayStation 2 game. Did you guys play that?
Oh yeah,
I think
Do
so.
you
love that
remember
game.
the quips that he said? There's a video where someone does like analyzes the game and talks about how good his quips are. Like, this is the Spider-Man I was looking for in these films. His quips are so good. Like, the only quip that's memorable is when he fights Bonesaw, and he says like, "That's a cute outfit. Did your husband make that for you?" Which now you probably can't say that joke.
did
That doesn't
not age
age
well.
well. But that's what
And neither did Bonesaw.
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
He did not age very well because he didn't make it past what,
Oh,
46? When did he die?
Something like that.
what did he die of?
Steroids.
I think that's
That's sad.
I think
Yeah.
that's true. I think it's
So
true.
sad.
It's well, the truth is, the WWE does not treat its wrestlers very well.
No.
So like all of the
That would cost money.
Well, the thing is, like, wrestlers, like WWE wrestlers, they die pretty young unless they do like the John Cena and learn Mandarin and become loved by Chinese people.
And then deny the
Like-
existence of Taiwan.
Right. And once they do,
All it costs is your freedom. It's all good.
all right. Once they unless they do that, like their lives, once they hit 40, like Vince McMahon's like, you can't wrestle anymore. I'm not paying for retirement. Pfft, you don't deserve that.
Or the
All you did
Dwayne
was-
Johnson Rock.
Right. Well, if you and have a very successful tequila company, which
Yeah.
is funny when you look at, because man, I never thought about the idea.
Or-
Like, if you want to be a successful like adult, you can't just rely on your job. You gotta make equity
diversify.
income somewhere.
Or you could be the big show in the hit movie Jingle All The Way.
Which, yeah, he's in it. He is in it. We're back to Jingle All The Way.
Figured you'd appreciate that.
Nothing but.
Please, let's talk about this freaking film.
Hey, go for it then.
Arnold Schwarzenegger looks pretty good in it.
Okay. Anything
was
else
younger.
to add?
Do you like? Well, actually, good question, because I kept mentioning it during the movie. Would you, Ned Flanders' ugly cousin, in this film, the neighbor boyfriend, where every woman
Attempted rapist. Yeah.
well, the attempted rapist, but every woman around the town wants to have sex with this guy, but all he wants is Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife. How much of a Chad are you?
That's such a bold
to be
move.
willing to take a chance, be like, that dude's arms are bigger than I am together. Like,
Yeah.
think about that. And the fact that at one point on the phone call, guy has the guts to answer the phone and say, "Yeah, I'm here helping Liz make cookies. Oh, the cookies are so good." Like,
I think he's trying to get under Arnold's skin.
right.
Stay away from my wife's cookies.
Yeah. Put that cookie down. That's one of the best on our 100th episode. Like I said, that was one of the lines that you could pull out of the hat that I wanted
never
someone
got
to
it.
say. Such a classic film. I love that
poor
film.
baby.
Yeah, poor baby.
That just comes out of nowhere.
I like the fact that the mailman is so desperate to get this freaking toy that he will basically become a terrorist.
Yeah.
This is a bomb.
And the cops just let him keep the toy.
Right. And when the bomb explodes in the radio station, the only person that's affected is an old man who basically gets a comic like, "Oh, you blew up in his face. His
Yeah.
face is all black."
Also,
No,
the day
that
making
guy
no
is
sense.
dead. Every one of those police officers
Yeah.
is dead.
What about the day? How all of the events of
Oh,
the movie
yeah,
all
nothing-
occurred within 3 hours.
Yeah, it all happens in 3 hours. That's what I said, man. How long is that?
Maybe 4. If we're being generous, it might be about 1 p.m. during the parade.
Well, that's what I said, because what? It's
But-
the toy store that he goes to opens at 9. So let's try to map out his day, right?
And they're in Chicago. No, they're in the Twin Cities. So they're in Missouri, right?
So he goes what?
Or
So
Kansas.
let's say it's a 45-minute drive to downtown, right? So so he gets up at 8:00 to make sure you get there at the store early. So it's 8:45. 9:00 the store opens. He starts doing his thing to try to find this toy. I think Matt, you said it was like 30 minutes probably for when they the store clerks laugh at him. Which, by the way, at any point in reality, no Target, Walmart, or any toy store clerk is going to laugh at you because they don't have a toy in stock when you ask for the toy. They're just going to say, "We don't have that in stock, sir. See you later," and then you'll leave.
Okay. Also, so they're in the Twin Cities, right? In Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Right.
Sunset is at 4:36 p.m. on Christmas Eve.
Great.
So
Remember that. So we know it's 9:00 when the store opens up. Right?
Yep.
He goes to several toy stores. I think if you go back and count it, it's 10 toy stores. So to drive to all those, you got to do parking, you got to walk into it. Probably to go to 10 toy stores, it's going to take you at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
So now what?
Because not only are you, I'm sure he's not just going in and looking at the toys. He's got to check the whole store because he doesn't go into toy stores.
Right. He's got to ask a clerk. Yeah. Good film. So what? Let's say by the time he's done and he decides to go to the mall, it's what? You want to say 12? Probably around 12?
It's probably about noon, yeah.
Probably about noon. Well, we know it's about noon because one of the characters says it's around lunchtime. So it's at least around even if it's around, it's 12:15, 11.
And it is explicitly on Christmas Eve.
Right.
So,
also these stores should be closing around noon.
Yeah.
But so now he's like, okay, well, now I'm going to go stand in line to get these things, to get these balls. Then we have a funny little thing where he runs around and pretty much becomes a sex offender, but the cops don't arrest him.
Yeah.
When they were you watching? I don't know if you were there for that part of the film. I think you had to leave to go get a TV. At one point, he chases a small child.
Oh, I was there for that.
Through the tubes, and he grabs its mouth, and and all the mothers just beat him with their purses.
As all good moms
One of
do.
them, as I said, beats him with a baguette because we saw the baguette.
Another one had a roll of wrapping
instead of
paper.
calling the police, they're just like, "We'll handle this," and they start beating the crap out of him.
Well, yeah, as you should with all pedophiles.
So then he spends time talking to the mall Santa.
Yeah, he spends time talking to the mall Santa. Probably has to drive there.
They do.
Well, yeah, he has to drive there.
They get it, and in the extended edition, you find out that the drive was 20 minutes.
That's probably 30 minutes. 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, to talk to him, go out to the car, get in the car, drive. The drive itself was 20 minutes.
Gets to the Santa place. They do their stuff. All the drama sets down. Makes
now,
all
to be
the Santas
fair, I
mad.
think the Santa scene is pretty much real time.
Okay.
So that's only 5-10 minutes he's in there.
Right, he's only in there for 10 minutes. But then his car breaks down after he somehow shows the cops a toy badge, and they're like, "Yeah, you're a detective." Just let him go.
Yeah.
Then he leaves, and his car breaks down, so he has to push it. So he pushes it.
Keep in mind, he's outside of the city when he pushes it.
Right.
And he goes to the middle of the city with this car, pushing it.
So that's probably an hour. So what time are we at? We're at 2:30.
Yeah, give or take.
And you said what? The sundown?
4:36.
4:30. Okay. And then he talks to a guy at a diner for a bit. That's probably
It's about real time.
about 10 minutes.
10, 15, yeah.
Tries to call the radio. Goes to the radio station because they break the phone. Bomb threat happens. Ha ha! It's all funny. Bomb threats are funny back in the 90s. and then he drives.
No, he doesn't.
No, he takes a tow truck.
Yeah.
Which he has to wait for the tow truck to show up, which is definitely on
has to wait for
Christmas
the tow
Eve.
truck to lift up his car.
We are at probably 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Which makes sense because when he gets there in the tow truck, it's you could tell from the lighting, it's getting towards sunset. So it's definitely 3:30, 4 o'clock. The sun is setting.
This is way too much detail for Turbo Man.
And
anyway.
And so he's there, and that again
I have been connecting the dots for a week.
Yeah.
And at one point,
Alex phones
So
has
he-
now come in.
he goes all the way. He gets a tow truck to take him all
gives
the
beer
way.
to a reindeer.
He gives his beer to a reindeer. Tries to steal his neighbor's kid's Turbo Man because he's like, that guy's trying to have sex with my wife. F him.
Yes.
and as you even said, he's like, if what you could have said is yeah, the neighbor's a jerk. He stole my son's and then wrapped it. There's a lot of things he could have done. And he's
Yeah.
like, I was just trying to be a good dad.
I think
was
that's
trying
the
to be a
worst
good
part.
husband.
Is he's not only is he a liar, but he's a bad liar.
He's a very bad liar. Very bad liar. I'm stuck in between Alec Phones and Ryan. And then, so
Ryan phones.
this all happens, and the parade starts. Also, when does this parade start? Why does this parade start at like 4 o'clock in the
But to be
evening?
fair, there are like afternoon and evening parades, but then the floats have a bunch of lights all over them, and
That's stupid. Parade should be at 9 o'clock, and we continue our day.
Yeah.
Nobody likes parades.
and if you look at the shadows,
If you're up to me,
it
there
looks
would
like
not
it's
be
midday.
parades.
Yeah.
The sun is in the center of the globe. So,
Yeah.
well, the center of Missouri.
yeah, which some would argue that Missouri is the center of the globe.
So basically, okay. So basically, this film supposedly takes in a span of like 3 hours, 4 hours, but
Not
it
a
takes like
chance.
8 hours before this dude.
yeah,
And also, there's a lot of like weird things that happen to us. He becomes Turbo Man,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the only person I think in this whole town that has an Austrian accent, and everyone hears Turbo Man speak. You're like, I don't know who that is.
yeah.
Well,
Jamie.
the real question is, how many carbon emissions did he put out with that jetpack?
I don't
Yes.
know, but why
That
was the
carbon
military
footprint.
not there? Because
Yeah.
you're telling me the military, because he was that parade.
9/11 hadn't happened yet.
Well, it doesn't matter. In the real world, that parade would have ended, and the military would be like, we're going to take this Turbo Man suit now, because for some reason, it shoots like.
That's what should have been the sequel: is him becoming Turbo Man and being a real life superhero. Cue the Jingle All the Way cinematic universe.
I would love
They
it.
did it 15 years before Marvel.
What about the mailman's thing?
So
Do you
it's gonna
remember the
be-
scene where the mailman's hand, he can
Yeah.
shoot his hand off, and it just reattaches, and he can move it around?
Yeah,
Like, there's a point where this movie just realizes, like, all right, screw reality. Let's just go. Go
the
for
sun
it.
never sets on Minneapolis.
Right.
So-
They pushed. Yeah.
So is it going to be Jingle All the Way, to hell and back?
Yes, because Jingle All the Way 2 already exists with Larry the Cable Guy.
And it's really bad.
I couldn't have guessed that.
What if that's what it is? What if Arnold Schwarzenegger lives in a limbo world? He's actually dead. On his
Oh.
way to get to his son's karate practice.
Oh.
Instead of the policeman pulling over, that was actually a representation of the Grim Reaper pulling him over, because he actually got into an accident because somebody else was
Oh.
also dumb enough to just drive on the side of the road.
And Turbo Man was the new man entering his wife's life.
yes.
And Jamie looks at him like a superhero.
yes.
I want to
once
rewatch
he
this
fig-
movie now through
yeah.
this lens.
Once
And-
he figured out what it was like
and-
to be a real father, he became the hero of his family.
And Larry the Cable Guy is the villain?
Also, his
Forget about Larry the Cable Guy. That was
Also-
that was a oxymoron or
no.
whatever the
This
term
is basically
non
like,
sequitur.
this is the no, like Jingle All the Way is the Christmas version of the Crow. So once like the next Turbo Man takes over, Larry the Cable Guy was just the next person to die and take over.
Oh, I was thinking
like
it
the
was
Santa Claus.
I was thinking, it was-
Sorta, yeah,
yeah.
but
I was
do you
thinking
guys
just
remember-
Tim Allen Santa Claus,
if
where
you
it's like now
watched-
that he's
you-
dead, the
you
new one
guys
comes
watched
over.
the Crow, right?
No, that someone died there though.
Yeah. Well, there's been like 3 Crow movies, and at the end, as the Crow, like when the Crow does his vengeance,
Did 3 people die?
a new character dies and becomes the Crow. The Crow
Okay.
is a different person in all the films. I don't know. I thought it was a
Okay.
funny joke, but nobody seems to watch good films anymore.
No, we watched The Room.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a good film.
Does
I don't
so
know,
if you
man.
die
I
and become the
think-
Crow, do you become officially classified as a Corvid at that point?
Yes,
Okay. No further questions.
cool. And your bones become hollow,
So is
Nice.
is the Crow a zombie?
and you also seem to be not immune to prop guns.
Zach has a question.
What?
Yikes.
R.I.P. Brandon Lee.
Yikes.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You had a question?
Did I?
I don't know. Matt
I think
said
you
did.
shocked him out of it.
Yeah.
I made him forget.
Yeah.
I also I watched Alec Baldwin's
Yeah.
interview
I didn't watch the interview, but
with
I read
George
the,
Stephanopoulos.
I read the
What?
the
It was
article about
so
it.
bad.
Oh, that
It
poor
was
guy.
so bad.
That
well,
sucks.
and like 2 things could be true at once. Like he didn't mean for that to happen,
He
and he was
definitely
definitely in shock after it happened. But also, there were no safety precautions on that set.
Yeah.
They
That-
broke
everything-
so many regulations. it was
Everything's going to
ridiculous.
come down on that armorer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. It's very
It
sad.
is. It does suck.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing that and that's kind of where like I started that off with. 2 things could be true at once. Alec Baldwin had no idea and did not mean for that to happen at all, and he's still responsible for the live
when
firearm.
did you send this to my phone?
Don't worry about it.
You sent me.
We're gonna.
What is this?
I think
For-
we're gonna end the show.
For those of you,
I think
Wait,
I think
hang on.
it's time to
No.
end the show.
for
Listen to
those
me.
of you that don't know,
Matt
Matt
said-
hates Weeaboo,
Matt-
and he sends Ryan a tiered list of when it is okay to be attracted to furries.
Listen,
What? When did I
Listen.
send this?
listen. Okay, so I guess for some reason I'm just now seeing this. Matt sent me a photo, what looks to be a timeline of Garfield, and it's June 19th, 1978, the first Garfield appearance, and then it just skips to June 18th, 2021. Garfield takes his friend's breasts. And then November 19th, 2021, it just says what the f, and it's just Garfield is what.
Female Garfield. R/196 is down bad for female Garfield.
10:30 works for me.
What?
Robin just sent me a thing that says 10:30. Also, January 22nd to the 26th. Okay for me to go to Disney.
Sure, you can go to Disney.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I love how he sent me another thing. What is this? What curse thing have you sent? You sent me two things. It's just gooses. What? It's gooses. Geese.
Ducks, actually.
It's ducks in like a hat and a raincoat. You go into surgery to get taller, and you come out. You see Billy's legs is smaller. She says, "Who you think gave you the tall?" You get sad.
I've broken Ryan.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for
that's
listening
such
to
a
Pop
good
Culture
meme.
Unboxing. And you
Where'd
guys,
you-
you
where'd
guys
you
are really
get
just gonna let me
these?
end this? Like, is that how this
Where
works?
did you get these from? What did you say?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You get the sad. Okay. All right. End this show so you can get out of my house.
Go ahead, Zach.
Oh, am I doing it again?
Go ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was actually allowed. Welcome. Or no, not welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good morning.
Good
Sunday morning.
Dan, 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 dan. Walking on the sun.
Thanks for sticking around with us for this long. I can't believe that I stayed.
How many Smash Mouth fans are out there got that
Go on.
joke?
Keep going, Zach.
Well, you can find us on social media at popcultureunboxing.com. You can also find Matt at.
Matt Ross via Twitter.
Now I'm thinking of Smash Mouth songs.
You
I
can
can't believe
also
it's not
find
butter.
Ryan at.
I don't know. Look at the show notes, you bunch of losers.
And you can find me at little_leaf, LIEF. That underscore is important. I'm not a middle-aged
I'm
Brazilian
just
woman.
kidding. You're not
He's,
losers.
he's not. I can confirm he's
You're
not a
not
middle-aged
losers.
Brazilian woman.
Can you?
Thank you all for listening. Bye. I love you.
Have fun.
Bye.